welcome down to the deep. Hello there. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Depths review. Today we're taking a look at another Lego Star Wars set. This being the 75333 Obi Wan's Jedi Starfighter. So let's jump on in. Diving down onto the minifigures. Here we have the main man himself, the master of the high ground, Obi Wan Kenobi. And he is in his episode 2 appearance, so he's got that Jedi mullet hairstyle going on, and he does have some pretty cool printing for his Jedi robes, and then he also has this Jedi cloak piece that's also printed over the top as well, looking pretty sweet. He does come with his lightsaber, as you'd expect, ready to use it to fight Jango Fett. And it is one of those newer style of blades, so it does have that sort of frosted effect going on the blade. Just going to remove that for a second while we look at the printing a little bit closer. So that's a better look at the torso and the leg print. As you can see, it does match up very nicely in terms of the way that the cloak flows through there. The previous version of this figure and this set, it didn't include this. It was just a generic Jedi robes minifigure for Obi Wan. So yeah, it is nice to finally get that. And he does also have like a little bit of a cut there where the boots are. So yeah, looking pretty sweet. There is a little bit of back printing just to simulate the creases on the Jedi cloak, and then there's a little bit of a hood there as well. And he does have a double-sided face, so the first face we get is just that sort of generic, almost quizzical look of Obi Wan Kenobi, and then if we flip it round, we do get the flight gear headset that's attached on the other side. Just pop the hairpiece back on to give you a better look at that, see how that frames up. There we go. And he does also include one of these newer style of hood pieces, so you can just clip that over the top and have that look going on. And he does fit inside the Starfighter with the hood on, so you can have that attached if you want to. We get Obi-Wan's trusty astromech droid. This is R4P17. As far as I can tell, he's exactly the same droid minifigure as what came in the previous version of this set. So in the one that came with the hyperdrive ring, it's the same astromech droid really. Don't think there's any new printing on it or anything. And it is just a slight colour variation of the already existing R2-D2. So that's R4, P17. And then the final minifigure we get is this brand new Kaminoan. And this is Torn Wee from the movie. Obviously she kind of escorts Obi-Wan around when he's on Kamino. It would have been cool to get the Prime Minister, Lama Su, as well. But hopefully it will come in another set at some point, now that we've got this mould. The headpiece is a brand new mould, and it does just clip over the top of the standard minifigure head post. Yeah, it looks really nice. Looks exactly like Torn Wee from the movie. She's got that little piece of jewellery that she wears on the top of her head, printed on there as well. Really slender looking features. Even on the prints down here, you can see they've tried to simulate the sort of slim waist of the Kaminoans. And then she just comes with one of these little dress pieces instead of legs, which I think is more than adequate really. That's a better look at the back printing on there. And there's no arm printing on this one, it's just plain. So that's a look at Torn Wee, and she is brand new and exclusive to this set. On to the Starfighter then, here we go. Now, it's a very similar build to the previous iteration, however it does improve on certain things in a number of ways. So it is a lot more sturdy, and it does look a lot sleeker as well. Obviously, the previous version of this Starfighter that we got in Lego, it was designed to go on the hyperdrive ring, so it had like a bunch of additional parts so that you could attach it to that, whereas obviously this doesn't have that. All of the details and decals that you see across the ship, they're all stickers. There's no prints included except for this one that's in the cockpit here, which is just that generic sort of console print that we get in Lego Star Wars. So all of these details here, these on the side, these bits here, this, and then this one on the front, they're all stickers. And then same again around this side, all sticker detailing, including these bits as well. Which, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The original version of this set that came out back in, was it 2002? It did actually use prints, which a lot of those older Lego Star Wars sets did. But yeah, this one just all uses stickers, sadly. Main features on this one then. We get the opening cockpit area where you can seat one minifigure. Just get two little studs down there for them to attach to. And then there is that console print. Opening and closing canopy. There's a little turntable here, so you can detach the head of the astromech droid, and you can just clip it onto there like so, to have it look like how it appears in the movie. And that does spin 360 degrees. As for the rest of the astromech body, what you can do is if you remove this middle section here, you can just take the astromech droid body and just pop it inside this little gap that we get in here, and then you can just pop that back over the top, so that stores all that away quite nicely. Really cool bit of storage there in the middle of the ship. Does come with two of these newer style of stud shooters, where the studs get loaded in sideways, and I'll just demonstrate that. They do fire off fairly well. There's a good bit of force there to fire those out, and it does come with a couple of spare studs, just these little green translucent ones, so you do get a few spare in case you lose any. There's a singular landing skid down on the bottom here, which can be folded up and down, and then we get two clips underneath as well, so you can take the lightsaber accessory, separate the blade from the hilt, and you can have that stored away under there. And then the final feature that we get included with this is there's a little tiny side build that's just made up of 3 parts, which creates this little communication array dish that we see gets used in the film. And you can just utilize either this jumper tile or this one over here, and you can just have that attached like so. You can bring in Obi Wan, and then you can communicate back to Coruscant, to the Jedi Temple. Just show you what it looks like with Obi Wan inside the cockpit. You do have to raise his arms up a little bit just to get a bit of clearance to fit him in there. But as stated earlier, you can fit him in there with the hood on. And there we go. There he is inside the ship. He does sit quite high up in terms of the in-universe design. It's not 100% accurate, but it's fairly good for a Lego set. Yeah, it's does the job. So you can still pick these up at the time of this recording. As stated earlier, it did come out in August 2022. We're now in October of 2024, so they are still available brand new from any toy retailer really, and they are a little bit cheaper than the RRP, which is good. So they're currently going for around £20 now in the UK, which is not too bad. Decent price for a little set like this, and obviously you get the brand new and exclusive Kaminoan minifigure as well. So yeah, it's a good little deal, and it's a fun build. I'm a big fan of this ship design, and I'm quite a big fan of the Attack of the Clones movie as well. I'd love to see them do more sets from that film. I believe it will be retiring soon from Lego, so if you haven't got one and you want to pick one up, I'd suggest doing so fairly soon before it retires. Otherwise all the stock will just sell through, and then you're going to be paying slightly above average for it, and then the longer you leave it, the more the price will just go up when it's retired. So that's a look at the Obi Wan's Jedi Starfighter, set number 75333. Drop me a like if you enjoyed the video. Post me a comment to help with the algorithm. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, as I've got plenty more reviews in the pipeline. Got more Transformers stuff coming out, more Lego. Yeah, there's plenty for everyone really. So, with all that being said, thanks a lot guys, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.